Are you tired of being overlooked by women and being labeled as weak? It's time to take control and show the world what you're made of. But before you make any drastic changes, it's important to understand the little things that could be holding you back. Women have a keen sense of perception and can easily pick up on behaviors they find repulsive in men. Don't let these small habits ruin your chances with the ladies. Join me as we explore the 11 things that guys do that women find unattractive and learn how to turn your weaknesses into strengths. Get ready to become the strong and confident man that women can't resist. 1. Displaying an air of arrogance. Nothing is more annoying than a man who believes he's an authority on every subject under the sun. He is the type who feels he must never be wrong and refuses to acknowledge when he is in the wrong. This behavior is annoying and unnerving to the person who witnesses it. There is a significant gap between being confident and arrogant, even though having confidence is a quality that should be admired. The latter behavior exudes an aura of superiority, making women more likely to avoid you, because it demonstrates that you have faith in yourself and are open to receiving new information. Women admire guys who are self-assured enough to admit when they do not know something. Instead of pretending to have complete knowledge of everything, you should be truthful and admit when you do not have all the answers. 2. Giving her one-word answers. Some women can't help but wonder what men think when they provide such lackluster responses. Arango notes that there's a concept referred to as a bid for connection, which can take the form of telling you a tale, asking a question, or reaching out for your hand. She claims that if she tries to connect with you and you ignore her or don't respond to her, she will experience feelings of rejection and isolation. But what if her narrative could have been more interesting to begin with? Arango believes that one can avoid being interested in the description so long as one is interested in their companion. It demonstrates that you care about what they care about when you ask inquiries regarding their accounting spreadsheet. 3. Pretending to be in command. Women dislike feeling as though they have no control or influence over the happenings in their own lives. They despise males the most when those guys try to limit other people's freedom, which is one of the things they find most objectionable about men. They will obey your every command, whether you tell them what to do, what to wear, or who they should hang out with. Whatever you tell them, they will carry it out. A woman does not want to be in a romantic partnership with a man who attempts to assert authority over her because she does not want to be controlled in that way. This kind of behavior is off-putting because it creates the appearance that you do not have confidence in the lady you are with and you are envious of her. This is an impression that is not desirable in a romantic partner. If you want an excellent relationship with your girlfriend, you must ensure that you offer her enough room to pursue her interests and goals. 4. Refrain from inquiring for guidance or requesting instructions. According to Arango, psychologically speaking, her reactance level could be different from yours, affecting how she responds to certain situations. The term reactance level refers to the extent to which a person takes pleasure in being directed in the actions they should take. She may be the type of person who finds greater fulfillment in figuring things out on her own, rather than the first type, who gets a lot of satisfaction from carefully following instructions step by step. There's also the possibility that she needs to hear your perspective on the situation. Many men are brought up to believe that they should be able to fend for themselves and that it is unacceptable to ask for assistance because doing so could be interpreted as a show of weakness, which is a major turnoff for most women. Other men are brought up to believe it is acceptable to ask for help, and that doing so could be construed as a show of strength. Either that, or they concluded they couldn't rely on the assistance of other people. According to her, if you do not provide such information, it gives the idea that you are stubborn and she will leave you. 5. Failing to take the lead or initiative. Some women may be okay with being the one who makes the first move, but they feel disappointed if the male does not continue with the interaction. If she perceives that you are not genuinely committed to her, she may withdraw your support to shield herself from potential danger. When it comes to interactions with females, this is one of the most common mistakes men make. If you want to get along with a lady, you must be willing to work to earn her favor. Women want to know that they have a man ready to go above and beyond, whether setting dates for them or bringing them out on special occasions. It is not always required to take the initiative in a sexual sense. You might call her or ask her out on a date. Taking the industry in a sexual mind is not always necessary. Do whatever it is. If you don't, she'll find someone else who will. 6. Not bringing them along. Because we are familiar with dating mechanics, we know that getting to know someone casually does not necessarily lead to a committed love relationship. On the other hand, waiting to see if something develops spontaneously and just stringing along are two very different approaches to the same problem. If you've gone on more than a few dates with someone before and concluded that there's no chemistry between the two of you, you need to be an adult and decide to end the relationship. It's impolite to continue dating someone only because you enjoy their company, or, even worse, the sex you get from the relationship, especially if you are aware that the other person wants something more. Be nicer to her and stop acting like such a bully. 7. Displaying a lack of confidence. On the other hand, a significant deterrent demonstrates an extremely high level of insecurity. A man who has a habit of second-guessing his abilities does not appear desirable to a woman. When you act in this manner, it makes you look weak and discouraged, which is not a good thing. How can you expect a lady to believe in you if you don't even believe in yourself? Low self-esteem, which is frequently the leading cause of insecurity, is a significant turnoff, since it indicates that you don't think you're good enough for the girl you're with, which is a major turnoff for women. This is a massive deal breaker for me. In due time, she will be aware of what is being placed. Because of this, she will finally end the relationship with you, and as a result, she will lose respect for you. As a consequence, if you wish to avoid discomfort, you should improve the sense of value you place on yourself. 8. Always filled with anxiety. When a man is with a stunning woman, he exudes an air of contentment and happiness, making the woman feel more drawn to him. If you keep your composure and poise in the company of beautiful ladies, it demonstrates that you have self-assurance and are accustomed to being in their company. At the same time, you are surrounded by women who are lovely to look at. Additionally, it shows that you are not intimidated by stunning girls, which will boost her interest in you as a potential spouse. This is a win-win situation for both of you. Therefore, to appear more desirable to women, you should learn how to relax and retain your calm, especially if you're a man who becomes anxious and worried when you are among other people, particularly ladies. Women see men who can maintain their composure in stressful situations as more appealing. 9. Having the propensity to experience love more frequently than is healthy. They fall for females so quickly that they aren't even picky about the women they love. They want someone to pay them a little attention, and they're in love. Some males quickly fall in love. They fall for a female so promptly that they don't even love picky about the ladies they love. These kinds of people have a long list of ladies with whom they've fallen in love, and almost all of those ladies, if not all of them, would have turned them down if they'd had the chance. Because it creates the appearance that you have no other options with women and makes you appear desperate and low value, you need to improve yourself if you realize that you are displaying this negative trait. No woman is drawn to a man who quickly falls in love with them. 10. Poor physical presentation. A woman's attraction to her partner is likely to wane throughout the relationship if she exhibits the following characteristics. Interest may be more resilient than we initially thought it was. When things like immaturity, callousness, and racism continue to exist in the beginning stages of a relationship, it certainly seems more challenging to reignite the spark between the two people. It is also worth noting that poor personal hygiene dethroned narcissism from the top spot, implying that the number of showers you take each week can mean the difference between a dull and exciting sex life. 11. Exhibiting an unhealthy level of dependence. Finally, being unduly dependent is opposed to arrogant and self-satisfaction. During this moment, a man requires his partner's undivided attention and reassurance more than ever. He communicates with her constantly through phone calls and texts, and if she does not answer immediately, he becomes upset. In addition, he is often envious, and it is tough for him to live with the idea of her moving on without him. Many males have the misconception that showing how much they care about their relationship by being too attached is a good thing. But in reality, it's a huge turnoff. Be careful not to come across as needy or reliant, as this will make a woman less likely to want to help you out and make them feel obligated to do so. To be in a good relationship, you must have a life outside your current partnership. By the way, if you want to be great in all aspects of life, click like and subscribe for more.